Before starting the story, I would like to say that 99% of you are not subscribers, while only 1% are. At 1,000 subscribers, I will post a series of special stories for you. Subscribe now.
In the year 2147, humanity's first interstellar expedition reached the planet Zalkoria, home to the Zalkthar, a highly advanced and intelligent alien race. The expedition, led by Captain Sarah Blake, consisted of elite human soldiers trained in both combat and diplomacy. The goal was to establish peaceful relations and potential alliances with the Zalkthar. However, upon their arrival, the Zalkthar greeted the humans not with the respect Captain Blake had hoped for, but with laughter. As the human ship descended through the planet's atmosphere, the team marveled at the sight of Zalkoria's vast crystalline cities. The structures shimmered in the sunlight, their facades adorned with iridescent materials that reflected every color of the spectrum. Towering spires reached towards the sky, surrounded by lush alien flora that seemed to pulse with life. The landing pad was situated in the heart of the capital city, surrounded by curious Zalkthar who had gathered to witness the historic event. Captain Blake and her team disembarked, their heavy metallic armor clanking with every step. They approached the Zalkthar delegation, led by High Consul Zarnath, a tall and imposing figure with multifaceted eyes that gleamed with intelligence and curiosity. "Greetings, beings of Earth," Zarnath said, his voice a harmonious blend of tones. "We welcome you to Zalkthar." Captain Blake, maintaining her composure, responded with a respectful nod. "Thank you, High Consul Zarnath. We come in peace, and with the hope of establishing a fruitful alliance." As the formalities continued, it became clear that the Zalkthar were struggling to contain their amusement. Their melodic, whistling laughter echoed through the assembly, causing the human soldiers to exchange puzzled and uneasy glances. The humans' bulky armor and primitive weaponry seemed comical compared to the sleek and advanced technology of the Zalkthar. The initial tour of the city did little to alleviate the humans' discomfort. Everywhere they went, the Zalkthar's laughter followed. They marveled at the humans' clunky technology and physical appearance, finding humor in their every move. The human delegation felt more like a traveling circus than respected diplomats. Back at their temporary base, a sense of frustration began to build. The soldiers, who had trained for years to be part of this mission, felt humiliated and disheartened. Captain Blake called a meeting to address the situation. "We need to change their perception of us," Captain Blake said, her tone firm but composed. "We have to show them that we are capable and worthy of their respect." Lieutenant David Torres, the team's cultural liaison, tried to provide some context. "The Zalkthar have a different sense of humor. It's possible that they find our appearance or technology amusing compared to their own. We need to find a way to connect with them on a different level." The team brainstormed various approaches, from demonstrating their combat skills to showcasing their technological advancements. However, every attempt seemed to backfire, eliciting more laughter and further damaging their morale. One evening, a group of Zalkthar pranksters sneaked into the human camp and replaced essential tools in a supply crate with brightly colored toys. When the humans discovered the prank the next morning, their initial anger quickly turned to a resigned acceptance of their status as the butt of an interstellar joke. Desperation grew within the human camp. The soldiers felt increasingly humiliated, and tensions were high. During a particularly heated meeting, Lieutenant Torres proposed an unconventional idea, bringing in the K9 units from the ship. "These dogs are highly trained and could demonstrate our capabilities in a different light," Torres suggested. "They might help us bridge the cultural gap." Captain Blake, seeing the potential in Torres's idea, decided to give it a chance. The following day, the K9 units were brought to the surface. Max, a highly intelligent German shepherd, led the pack, his sleek fur and alert demeanor immediately drawing the Zalkthar's attention. As the humans and their dogs walked through the city, the Zalkthar's reaction was immediate and unexpected. Their laughter ceased, replaced by intrigued whistles and clicks. The aliens had never encountered creatures like these before. Max and the other dogs began to demonstrate their skills. They located hidden objects, followed complex commands, and displayed unwavering loyalty. The Zalkthar were fascinated, watching with rapt attention as the dogs performed tasks with precision and intelligence. High Consul Zarnath, genuinely curious, approached Captain Blake. "These creatures are remarkable. Tell us more about them." Captain Blake, seizing the opportunity, explained the deep bond between humans and their canine companions. She spoke of the dogs' keen senses, their ability to detect emotions, and their loyalty and bravery. The Zalcthar listened intently, their previous amusement replaced by genuine interest and respect. The breakthrough with the K9 units marked a turning point for the human delegation. The dogs showcased a different aspect of human capabilities, one that emphasized loyalty, intelligence, and cooperation. The Zalcthar began to see the humans in a new light, recognizing the value of their unique skills and the strength of their bonds. As the sun set over the crystalline city of Zalcoria, Captain Blake felt a renewed sense of hope. The road to mutual respect and understanding was still long, but the arrival of the dogs had opened a new chapter in their journey. The humans had finally found a way to connect with the Zalcthar, and the laughter that once mocked them had become a bridge to a deeper alliance. The transformation in the Zalcthar's attitude towards the human delegation was palpable. The K9 units, led by the intelligent and loyal German shepherd named Max, had captured the aliens' fascination. Captain Sarah Blake noticed the shift almost immediately. No longer were they the objects of mockery. Instead, they had become subjects of genuine interest and respect. The morning after the dogs' arrival, Captain Blake and her team were invited to a Zalcthar research facility. This invitation marked the first step towards meaningful collaboration. As they walked through the crystalline corridors of the facility, they were greeted by scientists and engineers who now looked at them with curiosity rather than amusement. Vornak, the elderly Zalcthar scientist who had shown particular interest in the dogs, led the tour. "We are eager to understand the bond between humans and these creatures," he said, his multifaceted eyes gleaming with excitement. "Their abilities are remarkable." In a spacious state-of-the-art lab, Max and the other K9 units demonstrated their skills once again. They located hidden objects, performed complex commands, and even participated in mock search and rescue operations. The Zalcthar scientists observed every move, recording data and discussing the implications in their melodic language. Vornak approached Captain Blake with a proposal. "We wish to conduct a series of experiments to enhance the sensory capabilities of these creatures. With your permission, of course." Blake considered the offer. Enhancing the dog's abilities with Zalcthar technology could significantly benefit both species. She agreed, and the collaboration began. Meanwhile, the presence of the K9 units had a positive effect on the human soldiers' morale. The bond between the soldiers and their dogs was a reminder of their strength and unity, helping to restore their confidence. The dogs, always loyal and attentive, provided a sense of comfort and stability. However, not everyone was pleased with this growing alliance. The Purist Light, a faction within the Zalcthar society that viewed humans as inferior, grew increasingly hostile. Their leader Zorath, a charismatic and influential figure, began to rally support against the humans. The Purist Light believed that the Zalcthar should not lower themselves to ally with a lesser species. One night, as the humans and Zalcthar worked late in the lab, a sudden explosion rocked the facility. Alarms blared, and the lights flickered as smoke filled the air. Captain Blake and her team sprang into action, quickly assessing the situation. Max, with his acute senses, led them through the chaos, sniffing out survivors and detecting hidden dangers. The attack, orchestrated by the Purist Light, targeted the heart of the research facility. Zorath's followers had planted multiple explosive devices, intending to destroy the lab and halt the collaboration. Despite the chaos, the combined efforts of human soldiers, Zalcthar warriors, and the K9 units prevented a total disaster. Max detected a secondary explosive device hidden in a ventilation shaft. Sergeant Kate Morales, Max's handler, worked quickly to disarm it, her hand steady despite the tension. With Max's guidance, she successfully neutralized the threat, averting further destruction. The attack left the facility damaged, but not destroyed. The Purist Light's attempt to sabotage the Alliance had failed, but the message was clear. The threat from within was real and dangerous. High Consul Zarnath, addressed the gathered humans and Zalcthar the next day. The actions of the purest light do not represent the will of our people. We stand with our human allies and will continue to work together to ensure our mutual safety and prosperity. Captain Blake responded with determination. We will not be intimidated. Our partnership is stronger than their hate, and we will continue to build on the foundation we have established. Security at the research facility was significantly increased. Human soldiers and Zalcthar warriors conducted joint patrols, supported by the ever-vigilant K9 units. Advanced sensor arrays were installed to detect any further sabotage attempts. The bond between the two species deepened as they faced the threat together. Despite the tension, the collaborative experiments continued. Vornak and his team worked alongside human scientists to enhance the sensory capabilities of the dogs. Using Zalcthar technology, they developed implants that augmented the dog's hearing and smell, allowing them to detect even the faintest traces of danger. Max, the first recipient of the enhancements, demonstrated his new abilities in a series of tests. He could now detect hidden objects and threats with unparalleled accuracy, further impressing the Zalcthar and solidifying the humans' value as allies. The success of the enhancements led to a series of joint training exercises. Human soldiers, Zalcthar warriors, and the enhanced K9 units worked together to develop new tactics and strategies. These exercises fostered a sense of camaraderie and trust, breaking down the remaining barriers between the two species. One evening, as the sun set over the crystalline city of Zalcoria, Captain Blake and High Consul Zarnath met to discuss the future of their alliance. We have faced many challenges, Zarnath said, but together we have overcome them. The purest light will not deter us. Blake nodded. We have proven that our strength lies in our unity. Our bond with the K9 units has shown us that different species can work together to achieve great things. As they spoke, Max and the other dogs played nearby, their presence a symbol of the partnership that had grown between humans and Zalcthar. The laughter that once mocked the humans had transformed into a bridge of understanding and respect. The alliance, forged in the face of adversity, stood strong. The humans and Zalcthar had found common ground and a shared purpose. The road ahead would undoubtedly present more challenges, but they were ready to face them together, united by their determination and the loyalty of their canine companions. The alliance between humans and Zalcthar continued to grow, bolstered by the success of the K9 enhancements and the shared resolve to face the purest light. The Integrated Defense and Research Facility, IDRF, became the heart of their cooperation, a symbol of unity and progress. As the days turned into weeks, joint training exercises and collaborative projects became routine, further solidifying the bond between the two species. One of the most significant joint projects was the creation of a hybrid defense system. Combining human strategic planning with Zalcthar energy shields and weaponry, the system promised to provide unparalleled protection against external threats. Engineers and scientists from both species worked side by side, sharing knowledge and learning from each other. In the research labs, Dr. Elena Ramirez and Vornak continued to explore the potential of the enhanced K9 units. The dog's heightened senses had already proven invaluable, but there was more to be discovered. They developed a new series of implants that could enhance the dog's visual acuity, allowing them to see in a broader spectrum, including infrared and ultraviolet. Max, as always, was the first to receive the new implants. The tests showed remarkable results. Max could now detect heat signatures and even see through certain materials. These capabilities made him and the other enhanced K9 units even more effective in both search and rescue operations and security patrols. As the joint exercises progressed, the bond between human soldiers and Zalcthar warriors deepened. They learned to rely on each other's strengths and compensate for each other's weaknesses. The dogs played a crucial role in this process, acting as mediators and enhancing communication. One day, during a routine patrol near the outskirts of Zalcoria, Max detected something unusual. He led Sergeant Kate Morales and her Zalcthar counterpart, Commander Zala, to a secluded area where they discovered a hidden entrance to an underground facility. The entrance was heavily guarded and concealed with advanced cloaking technology. Realizing the significance of their discovery, Sergeant Morales and Commander Zayla reported back to Captain Blake and High Consul Zarnath. A joint task force was quickly assembled to investigate the facility, suspecting it to be a purist light stronghold. The task force, comprising human soldiers, Zalcthar warriors, and the enhanced K-9 units, approached the entrance with caution. Max and the other dogs used their enhanced senses to detect and disarm hidden traps, allowing the team to proceed safely. As they moved deeper into the facility, they encountered fierce resistance from purist light operatives. The battle that ensued was intense. The purist light fighters were well equipped and determined to defend their base. However, the Joint Task Force's superior training and coordination, honed through months of exercises, gave them the edge. The dogs, with their enhanced abilities, played a crucial role in identifying threats and guiding their handlers through the chaos. In the heart of the facility, the task force discovered a control room filled with advanced technology and strategic plans. Among the captured data were detailed blueprints of the IDRF and other critical infrastructure, indicating that the purist light had been planning a large-scale attack. As the task force secured the facility, Captain Blake and High Consul Zarnath arrived to oversee the operation. Zarnath studied the captured plans with a grave expression. "This could have been catastrophic," he said. "We must remain vigilant." Blake nodded. "We've struck a significant blow against the purist light today, but we can't let our guard down. We need to use this intelligence to dismantle their remaining operations." The successful raid on the purist light stronghold marked a turning point. The Alliance had not only defended itself, but had taken the fight to the enemy. The captured plans provided valuable insights into the purist light's strategies and resources, allowing the joint forces to preempt further attacks. The aftermath of the raid brought the humans and Zalcthar even closer together. Trust and camaraderie flourished as they continued to work side by side. The IDRF became a hub of innovation, with new projects constantly underway. One of the most ambitious initiatives was the Interstellar Exploration Program, aimed at discovering and colonizing new worlds. Dr. Ramirez and Vornak co-led the program, blending human ingenuity with Zalcthar technology. Their first mission was to explore a newly discovered planet in a nearby star system. The exploratory vessel, equipped with the latest advancements from both species, included a diverse crew of humans, Zalcthar, and K-9 units. As the vessel approached the planet, the crew marveled at its lush landscapes and diverse ecosystems. The initial surveys revealed an abundance of resources and potential for future colonization. The mission was a success, uncovering valuable data and marking the beginning of a new era of exploration. Back at the IDRF, the joint training exercises continued to evolve. Human soldiers and Zalcthar warriors developed new tactics and strategies, incorporating the enhanced capabilities of the K-9 units. These exercises fostered a sense of camaraderie and trust, breaking down the remaining barriers between the two species. One evening, as the sun set over the crystalline city of Zalkoria, Captain Blake and High Consul Zarnath met to discuss the future of their alliance. "We've come a long way," Zarnath said, reflecting on their journey. "Indeed," Blake replied. "Our partnership has proven that we are stronger together. We've faced many challenges, but we've overcome them through cooperation and mutual respect." As they spoke, Max and the other K-9 units played nearby, their presence a symbol of the partnership that had grown between humans and Zalcthar. The initial laughter that once greeted the humans had transformed into a bridge of understanding and respect. The alliance, forged in the crucible of conflict and collaboration, stood strong. The humans and Zalcthar had found common ground and a shared purpose. The road ahead would undoubtedly present more challenges, but they were ready to face them together, united by their determination and the loyalty of their K-9 companions. Years passed, and the human-Zalcthar alliance blossomed into one of the most powerful and respected coalitions in the galaxy. The Integrated Defense and Research Facility, IDRF, had become a beacon of interstellar cooperation and innovation, symbolizing the profound partnership that had developed between the two species. The Alliance's most celebrated achievement was the Quantum Energy Network, QN, a revolutionary system that provided nearly limitless clean energy. Developed through the combined efforts of human and Xalkthar scientists, the QEN transformed life across the galaxy. It powered entire cities, propelled spacecraft to distant star systems, and facilitated groundbreaking advancements in medicine and technology. The QN was a testament to what the Alliance could achieve when working together, and it paved the way for even greater collaborative efforts. Joint ventures in terraforming, medical research, and interstellar exploration continued to push the boundaries of what both species could achieve. Captain Sarah Blake, now Admiral Blake, stood alongside High Consul Zarnath on a platform overlooking the IDRF. Below them, the bustling activity of scientists, engineers, and soldiers from both species showcased the thriving partnership. "We've achieved so much together," Blake said, her voice filled with pride. "Indeed," Zarnath replied, his multifaceted eyes reflecting the vibrant energy of the facility. "Our alliance is a beacon of hope for the galaxy, showing that unity and cooperation can overcome any challenge." One of the most significant joint projects was the establishment of the Galactic Peacekeeping Force, GPF, an elite unit composed of human and Xalkthar soldiers tasked with maintaining peace and stability across the galaxy. The GPF's success in quelling conflicts and preventing interstellar wars further solidified the Alliance's reputation as a force for good. Max, the legendary German shepherd, had become a symbol of this partnership. His intelligence, loyalty, and bravery had inspired both species. Statues of Max and his handler, Sergeant Kate Morales, were erected at the IDRF and in the capital cities of Earth and Xalkthar, commemorating their role in forging the Alliance. Despite the successes, the memory of the purest light's threat lingered. Zorath's followers, though largely defeated, continued their attempts to undermine the Alliance. However, each attempt was met with increased resistance from the united forces of the IDRF and the GPF. One day, during a routine patrol on a newly colonized planet, Max and his team detected an unusual signal. Following the signal, they discovered a hidden base belonging to the remnants of the purest light. The base was well fortified, but the Joint Task Force was prepared. The ensuing operation was swift and decisive. Max and the other K-9 units played a crucial role in identifying and neutralizing traps, allowing the human and Xalkthar soldiers to advance with minimal casualties. The purest light operatives were captured, and their base was dismantled, further weakening the faction's ability to pose a threat. As the Alliance continued to thrive, the IDRF launched a series of initiatives aimed at fostering deeper cultural understanding and cooperation. Exchange programs were established, allowing humans and Xalkthar to live and work on each other's worlds. These programs helped to break down remaining prejudices and foster a sense of unity and shared purpose. One of the most ambitious initiatives was the development of the Galactic University, a center of learning and research that brought together the brightest minds from across the galaxy. The university's mission was to advance knowledge and foster innovation through collaboration and mutual respect. Dr. Elena Ramirez and Vornak, who had co-led many of the Alliance's most significant projects, were appointed as the university's first directors. Under their leadership, the university quickly became a hub of scientific discovery and cultural exchange. Back at the IDRF, joint training exercises continued to evolve. Human soldiers and Xalkthar warriors developed new tactics and strategies, incorporating the enhanced capabilities of the K-9 units. These exercises fostered a sense of camaraderie and trust, breaking down the remaining barriers between the two species. One evening, as the twin suns of Xalkthar set over the crystalline city of Xalkoria, Admiral Blake and High Consul Zarnath stood together, reflecting on their journey. "We've come a long way," Blake said, her voice filled with pride and nostalgia. Zarnath nodded, his gaze fixed on the horizon. "Indeed. Our journey has not been without its challenges, but it has been worth every step. We have built something truly remarkable," Blake smiled. "And there's still so much more to explore and discover. The galaxy is vast and our potential is limitless." As they stood there, a new generation of human and Xalkthar leaders, scientists and explorers prepared to carry the torch forward. The Alliance had proven that by working together, they could overcome any obstacle and achieve greatness. The story of how aliens laughed at human soldiers until the dogs arrived had become a cornerstone of interstellar history, inspiring future generations to look beyond differences and embrace the power of collaboration. And so, the new dawn of the human-Zalkthar alliance began, with their eyes set firmly on the stars and their hearts united in the pursuit of a brighter, more harmonious future.